let's face it, you don't really know a person. You don't really know a person. You don't really know people. I will say it again. You have no clue. One thing I've always said in my mind growing up and being one to explore relationships, to mold me, I'm assuming, to become a better person for the right relationship. Whenever things went sour in the relationship, I always said to myself, it's so funny that I see this side of this person's character, that I see this person's makeup. This individual may have an array of friends, an array of people who love him or her or know him or her, and probably would not assume that the person would hurt a fly. And then in relationships, you actually experience something different. You experience the characteristic of an individual that nobody outside of them really knows, or because of the dynamic or the title of the friendship or the type of friendship it is, you never get to the core and the root of that individual and the deepness of their personality, because you're not dealing with them on a consistent basis, on a day-to-day basis. And like I was told, you have different relationships with different people, and different people can bring different things out of you. In the back of my mind, I always thought, like, damn, this person just XYZ and XYZ and XYZ and XYZ. I bet you all of the people who know this person would never even assume that they would do XYZ, XYZ, XYZ in a relationship. Do they really know you for who you really are? Do they really know me for who I really am? Is it really true or all an illusion? For whatever reason that I had to ask myself this question, and it just resonated so many times. I never really put too much thought into it, but it bothered me that I would have these relationships and have these situationships with people, and nobody knew what I was experiencing with this person's individual. Because one thing I've learned about a narcissist or a person dealing with different mental or psychological issues, because we're all dealing with something, they want everybody to see them as a beautiful, kind, lovable person, and their reputation is extremely vital and important to them. It is extremely vital and important to them. If by any means their reputation was jeopardized or compromised by any means, this would tear the individual apart, because in actuality, the whole thing is a facade to really cover up the true character of an individual, the true personality of an individual, the true makeup of what a person is potentially capable of being and doing and showing themselves to be and do. But it's unfortunate that us men, it's unfortunate that men and us women have the experiences in life where we actually experience the true essence of an individual, when family members, everybody, people around them may or may not have a clue of who this person is and the depth of their character. I've always posed that question because it always bothered me that, in the past, situations did turn out a little sour. People turned out to do or be things that you would least expect them to do or be. And it was like, do your friends know that you're capable of going into the store and stealing a whole bag of oodles and noodles? Or, just being silly and using that as an analogy. But does your, and to some degree, sometimes you got people in your life who have been there long enough to know that you are the way that you are. They know it, but they family or they friends, and, it just doesn't matter because you carry a different dynamic, intimate relationship, but not as intimate, close, and personal as a full-blown relationship like boyfriend, girlfriend, man, wife, husband, wife. So yeah, I always thought about that. You know, we have to be very careful. We have to be very cognizant to the things that people show us. We have to be very aware of the things that people say. We have to be very sensitive to the way people treat us, because the way they treat us is really how they feel about us. And there's no second guessing that. There's no questioning that. There's no turning away from that. You know, I just want us to be curious, not curious, but aware that you never know who it is you are connected to until you really have a relationship with them. And despite whether people around them know them to be this person or not, what matters is that you know. Okay? What matters is that you know, and you have to always choose what's healthy and best for you both at the end, whether it serves you or not. And in some instances where you're not being, appreciated or acknowledged or whatever it is that you desire or whatever your love language may be, if you lack that, then you most definitely have to choose wisely, how to display love and love that person or that woman or that man enough to do what's best for them and yourself. So I know a lot of you can attest to meeting a person and seeing their true character in a relationship, and you sitting back like, who the fuck? When? Why me? Where did this come from? Did I choose? What? And if you're in that space, take a deep breath and realize that everyone comes with, including myself, we all come with our own mess. We all come flawed. And what matters is knowing that you'll meet that perfect individual for you. You'll still have to come to a compromise within self and within the relationship where you decide what is healthy for you and what isn't in a relationship. You'll still come to a point where you realize, no matter who it is, man or woman, that everyone comes with something that you will have to build and work on in a relationship together collectively. And you have to choose what you can and cannot deal with. But everybody is going to come with something that you're going to have to build and work on together. Because what is a relationship if there's no test? What is a relationship if there's no opportunity for compromise? Something about the individuals have to draw you to a place of growing, learning, and choosing one another when it's all said and done. Be encouraged. Remain the loving soul that you've been created to be. And make sure that you are who you say you are, in and out of season. Remain infinitely idiosyncratic. You are loved. Kiss, kiss.